What's going on, Whalers fam? We're back with a brand new bowling video. Today we're at a tournament. It is a Sunday afternoon tournament. The Tampa Bowlers Tour is at our home center. Um, so I guess we'll start with the details. It's a 5-game handicap singles tournament. There's also a scratch side, which some of the players in this field are playing in, and there's a good chunk on the handicap side. There was a total of 44 entrants, so that means 8 of the spots are getting paid out. So we basically have to finish top 8 in order to see some sort of payout from today's action. You can also get in the doubles, so I did a doubles with Mark, who is in my Wednesday Night Mix videos. And you're also going to get a look at Jason today as well, which I'll show a little bit in the warm-ups. He's been in a couple of the videos here and there. I haven't shown him off a whole lot, but he is someone that I do see quite a bit. So in this case, for this sake of this video, since he paired up with me on this set of lanes, I'm going to show him off today as a part of the highlights. Um, so yeah. The next time the Tampa Bowlers Tour comes back here is in September, and they will be doing the same event again. So we're going to run it back with our higher average. But for today, we are a 164 average. Jason is at 169, and Mark is listed at 185 going into today. So those averages will show up as each bowler comes up. I'll also have a cash spot in the graphic as well, showing you where we stand after each game. But obviously, first game's going to be listed as to be announced because nobody's going to know during the game. But after the game, I'll adjust those as the video goes on. Also, I will be splitting the tournament in half, so games 1, 2, and 3 will be in this video, and 4 and 5 will be in the next video a couple days later. With that said, I will catch you after game 1. Sit back, enjoy the show, and like and subscribe for more content. Alrighty, so not quite the start I wanted to look for. We just didn't get the breaks we needed. And we also kind of made a mistake here. I shouldn't have thrown the vibe at some of those right sides. That should have been white dot, but I end up correcting that by next game. Yeah, it just wasn't my smartest decision overall to make. For spares, and I'm obviously paying the price for that. We didn't look very good in the first game out, but luckily it's only the first game. We still got time. I am gonna update the positions going into this next game, but I'll let you guys see where myself, Jason, and Mark ended up. So that way I just don't talk about it until we get to the end of the videos. Or end of the game 5, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, just not really what we needed, but in this case we just had to fill out some spares since it wasn't going very well for us. Jason's throwing his field ball here and he's going to strike and finish with a 146. So that'll be a low game for him. And then Mark's wrapping up on a fill with 9 more for 175. He's 10 off his average going into the next game. Luckily for me though, this struck, so that was cool. We move up to 122 going into this ball here. We knock 8 down, thought we had a little bit of life here. And this one I kind of just pushed a little too far left and missed everything with the radio. But I got to work on lining up better with the left. And unfortunately, we are going to finish with a 140, which is only 24 off of our average. So luckily, our average is lower and we could still come back with 4 games remaining, but we kind of got to be better. As you can see, we're all moving our equipment over, and we're moving over to the next pair of lanes. We started on, I want to say, sorry, I'm thinking. I think it was 37, 38, and then now we're on 39 and 40 going into this one. So this is a sweeper, which means you move lanes after each game. So that's kind of how it works, and that's why you're seeing me move my camera, so that way you guys can see the next game. Because if I left it there, that would have sucked. But anyways, that's how a sweeper works. For those of you that don't know, you just move lanes and bring all your stuff to the next pair over. It's very simple. And that's where I'm going to leave you guys at going into game 2. Make sure you check out our shorts on the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Could use some likes on a few of them. We're almost to 400 subscribers as well. I'll see you at the end of game 2. in game two, we're looking very, very good to start this one, thankfully. Mark strikes there. Back up to me. This is all with the Evo through this current moment. And we strike again, so this is a double. Going into the next frame, we got Mark back up again. I am trying to show Mark and Jason a bit more as well. I'm sure throughout the tournament you're going to see them more as well in the content. Jason's just going to lift this up in the air just a little bit, but he still gets it to strike. Up to me here with a shot at a triple now in the second game. Kind of surprising all this played out the way it did, but it's currently working out because this either way is going to make up for my lower first game. Back up here in the ninth frame here, a good shot at setting myself up for a very great game. We're going to go on to do just that here in the ninth on a run of strikes going into the 10th frame. Mark's filling out here in the 10th frame now. He's going to finish with a 168. Jason's also going up for a fill ball here. This ball here I think is the first ball he uses after the switch. He'll strike there. We move my camera before I take my 10th frame, so that way I don't have to move it after the throws. Here I go over for Brooklyn, leave a 10 pin. We're going to get our shot to spare here. I throw it up, and it sticks. We knock it down, get some more points here. Go for a fill. This time we're going to try to keep the ball inside of the pocket. We do that and leave a 10 pin again. But we don't have to go for that one, so that's the good thing about it. 236 in game two. We're going to move up the leaderboard a little bit. This is plus 72 on my average going into game three now after a good game two. So we lose 24 and we get 72. We're somewhere, I think we're up like, I want to say probably 46, 48, somewhere around there. So we're ahead of the average now, which should move us up the leaderboard significantly, hopefully, after a very slower start to the tournament. We're going to move over to the next pair of lanes now. This is 41 and 42, coming off of 39 and 40. So, yeah, we're on to the next pair. Chance to kind of build on what we had gotten from game two. It's the highest score out of the three of us. And yeah, if we can put up games like that, we're going to easily find ourselves in a cash spot that we want to be in. But the downside is the tournament is still long from over because we're going into game three next. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of good feedback from that game though. It was nice. I mean, we've been starting better on the right lane than we had the left for some reason. So now we're back on the left lane. We'll have to figure out what we do there. If you guys like the content so far in this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Would greatly appreciate it. We are still pushing for 400. We're only just a matter of a 1 or 2 away. Greatly appreciate your support. Thank you for watching, and on to game 3. So, we're wrapping up the third game of the tournament here on lanes 41 and 42. Jason's been on a run of strikes the whole game. He's on point for a high game. For us, though, we're finding trouble where we're getting a lot of corner pins, and unfortunately for some of these corner pins, they're missed, just like the one you just saw. So, we're kind of having problems with that right now, and we're going through it. Jason's back up again. He'll strike again as he continues to build on a good game. For us, though, we just can't seem to find what it takes to get that strike. We leave another corner pin here. This time I am using the white dot here, and that should be able to pick this up. It'll do just that. So yeah, the left side hasn't really treated us good when we've been coming off the left lane to start, but when we go on the right lane, we're doing okay. Here's another corner here that also continues to haunt us, and we picked this up as well. So yeah, not really the greatest game we wanted, but we're also facing stuff that we don't want to face a lot of, unfortunately. Mark is going up here. He had some splitting problems and finishes with a 140 in game 3. Jason's going to wrap up here on a fill ball to come home with 245 in game 3. This is his high game so far in the tournament. We're back up now, and for us here, unfortunately, I leave a split, which hurt us a lot because we could have finished this above 140, the 140s. I end up taking 2 pins here and having to settle with the 147. So once again, we're down on average by 17 pins here in game 3. We are still up because of my high game in game 2, so we may move down the leaderboard just a smidge depending on how everybody else does, but we could definitely still be in the hunt, but we need big games. I would say big games for us the rest of the way would help a lot, but we're feeling pretty good on this on a Sunday afternoon, which is great. Some notables now: 140, 236, 147, which is 532 on scratch, 682 on handicap. I only get 50 pins back for each game, so that's where I'm at the moment. I am 40 pins above the average they've given me, so it's not all bad yet. We're still in it. We're still in the hunt. We just got to build on it. Games 1 through 3 are featured in this video, and you can see the different lanes I bowled on in this video, and then the ones coming up in the next video coming up in a couple days, or less, might be less than a couple days. Some notables here: my Quantum Evo has a new high game from 222 that was bowled at the Langlo South during Cool Week to 236 here in the Tampa Bowlers Tour. Also, we got to start using that white dot more for the right side. We can get some of those spares that we left with it. And most importantly, we got to knock down some spares, try not to split as much, that type of thing. If we can keep clean as possible, there's a good chance we walk away with something, but we have to take advantage of that lower average because when we come back here in September, it's going to be tougher. So with that said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, check out our shorts and all that great stuff. We greatly appreciate it. I appreciate your support and taking the time to watch this video here on the channel today. In just a matter of days, you'll get the second half of this, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care, Whalers fam.